Obedience. Obedience when it comes to following God is crucial. When I mean crucial, I mean crucial in our walk with God. And in this video, I will tell you exactly how crucial it is to be obedient in your walk with Christ. 1 Samuel 15:22. But Samuel replied, "What is more pleasing to the Lord? Your burnt offerings and sacrifices, or your obedience to his voice?" Listen, obedience is better than sacrifice, and submission is better than offering the fat of rams. And this was in the Old Testament, so you know this was serious because they took sacrificing rams, very, very seriously. This is how people paid for the sins, is with the life and blood of these animals. And he's saying that obedience is better than sacrifice. That's how you know it's serious, especially from the standpoint of the Old Testament. Hebrews 5:8. Even though Jesus was God's son, he learned obedience from the things he suffered. So if Jesus, literally God's son, God who came down into the human form and died for our sins, has to learn obedience, how much more do we have to know obedience? Think about it for a moment. If Jesus had sinned once, disobeyed God while he was on the earth, he wouldn't have been able to do his mission to die for our sins if he had sinned or disobeyed God once. Which proves how crucial obedience is in our walk with God. Being disobedient once can ruin something God had planned for you in your life. For example, Saul, he was literally God's chosen, and he had to choose David over Saul because Saul was disobedient to the Lord. Let's say, for example, the Lord told you to do something, but you feel like you need instruction to do what the Lord has called you to do. So you ask the Lord, "What do I do to achieve what you want me to do, Lord?" And the Lord stays silent after that, even though he already told you before what you need to do. And I get that. But let me ask you a question. Have you put yourself in the position to do what the Lord has called you to do? Even when it's confusing or you don't know what to do next, just act in obedience to the Lord. Even if you don't know what happens next, get in the position of what the Lord has called you to do, even if it's confusing or doesn't make sense to you. Now, I will say this. Always go back to the Lord before you make an important decision. But if the Lord has already told you what you need to do, but you haven't done it, put yourself in the position to do said thing. Because once you put yourself in an open position to do said thing, the Lord will reveal more along the way. Now, yes, the Lord can and will sometimes reveal everything you need to do in one prayer session. However, most of the time it's not like that. The Lord will tell you what you need to do, and then once you do that, then he'll tell you the next step, and the next step, and then the next step. So I'll leave you off with this. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Do not depend on your own understanding. Seek his will in all you do, and he will show you which path to take. Proverbs 3:5-6. God bless you.